This week we're going to start looking at the report genre. The history of the word report is pretty straightforward. Originally it comes from a Latin word, reportare, which just means to bring back, and thus figuratively to bring back information, hence to report, in the sense in which we often think of it. In the academic sense, however, a report is a formal statement of results of an investigation, and this use has been common since the 1660s. That's how we're going to be approaching our report here. Our report will start with a summary or abstract, but we won't start writing with this because this has abbreviated information which we won't know until we finish the project. So first we should look at the introduction. The introduction gives our topic, what the report is about, it states our purpose, it gives our main point, talks about the importance of investigating this question, and gives some useful background information. Possibly the most difficult section to write is the methods section. Your methodology can be broken up into many parts, and as mentioned in the text, it must explain your research methods step by step in a way that would allow your readers to replicate your research. In other words, someone reading your report like me should be able to follow what you did step by step and come up with the same results. As far as how much space this should take up, each major step will usually receive at least one paragraph of coverage, or the comparable amount of space in a speech, and you will explain how you did each step and why you did it that way. The introduction and the methodology are considered the first half of your report, and they'll require a lot of attention. The second half is actually easier to write, though it might take up more space. First you'll want to state the findings and results of your research, which you walk your readers through in the methodology. Then you'll want to discuss why those findings are important. However, it's also possible to condense your findings and the discussion of why they're important together. Regardless, this section should take up a bit of space, because you'll have to discuss each finding and discuss why it's important. The conclusion of the report isn't just a closing section, it's much more important than that. Here you'll have to state your recommendations, which are based on your discussion and your findings above. Finally, like most other works, there's a reference section at the end, and in some reports there are appendices. Appendices give things like surveys that you might have used to ask people questions if you were doing first-hand research. As always, if you have questions, you can feel free to email me at cadam@ucla.edu, or you can stop in my office in Humanities 218. My office hours are listed on the syllabus. And during the same time, if you prefer, you can see me during my virtual office hours on Skype. My Skype handle is christopher.charles.adam. I look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great week.